It's a local derby at Carlton Avenue on non-league day as Carshalton Athletic face Kingstonian with 3 league points up for grabs. Both these clubs are still flying the Isthmian Premier flag in the FA Cup, but a win today for either side will help them climb up the Premier League table. Visitors Kingstonian made a 300-mile round trip to Weston-super-Mare just 4 days ago, but they emerged 4-1 winners in that FA Cup replay, earning over £11,000, an away trip at Dartford next Saturday, and a happy return journey all in one fell swoop. Former Carshalton manager Hayden Bird took the K's hot seat in the summer, and he's made 2 changes from that side that won in Somerset. Jerry Permu and Tom Kavanagh go out for Harry Osborne and Tutu Henriquez. Ex-Robin midfielder Reece Hall starts at number 10, while number 8 Kenny Beanie was sent off for Merstham against Carshalton last season. Looking at the Robins, they went to the home of the league leaders last time out and left with a point. Goals from Omar Karoma and Bobby Price's first of the season ensured a 2-2 draw. The Robins are now unbeaten in 5 matches, but a clean sheet would be welcome as the last one was kept back in September. 3 changes from that thrilling draw. Karoma, Price and Ola Sabamu dropped to the bench. In come Peter Adenyi, Arnold Haxiu and Luke Reed. As Bobby Price and Paris Hamilton Downs are both named on the bench today, the skipper's armband has gone to Tommy Bradford. Proud moment for him. In honour of the aforementioned non-league day, Carshalton have welcomed season ticket holders from professional clubs and families of local schools. There's a good crowd inside Carlton Avenue today. I'm James Barrett Sterling for Robins TV. Let's look forward to a cracking afternoon. Luke Reed slipped. It's going to give a chance for Reece Hall, the returning Robin, to get at the Carshalton defence. That's nicked off of Reed. It's good drop for Theophanous. First half chance of the game. Referee calling for a ball. Picks out Bennett. Now Theophanous has made a burst on the outside, tries to cut it in. Might roll all the way through here. Pertrew had to be alive. Hector was coming in. Referee's waving on the physio. Hector's holding his hands up. Pertrew looked like he got caught. This is a sight obviously no Carshalton fan wants to see. No substitute goalkeeper on the bench. Well, actually, unless you count Daniel Papo, who went in goal against Potters Bar Town on the first day of the season after an injury to Billy Bishop. So I suppose there is cover, but we won't want to see Pertrew out of the game at any juncture, let alone 12 minutes on the clock. Looks like the Carshalton number 1 is okay to continue. And the game will get back underway. Kamara goes longer this time. Patterson brings it down. He's got Bradford for company. Here he is. The skipper gets it onto his right foot and has a poke. And he's hit the post! So close for Tommy Bradford. He took aim from 20 yards, the skipper. He'd beaten Tolfrey all ends up, but it cannoned back off the post. Corner kick. Headed by Camacho. Theophanous tries his luck and it's gone in! Wow! Sometimes you buy a ticket for the lottery and it pays off. It's his 7th goal of the season. He just took aim from about 30-35 yards and it skidded up off the wet surface to beat Cletton Pertrew. One is put in mind of Didi Haman's free kick against Dave Seaman. Germany won England 0 all those years ago. Similar sort of range, conditions, and Kingstonian have taken the lead in this local derby. Camacho again away by Dudley this time. Bennett, here's Theophanous, opened up for him a little bit, he's past Kamara! Great save by Pertrew, who tries to back heel it, the keeper's there again. Hector picks out Hall, gets a shot off, he's hit the post! It just won't go in for Kingstonian. Cletton Pertrew, what a big hand. Will be a free kick to the Robins. A chance for them to load some players into the box and put Rob Tolfrey under some pressure in the K's goal. Carshalton 0, Kingstonian 1. Dudley and Kamara are up from the back. Cheadle whips it in. Free header for Kamara over the crossbar. Didn't get over the ball. It'll reach Luke Reed on halfway. First time for Corboa. The big men have stayed forward for Carshalton. Corboa looks to try and take on Osborne and cuts inside Beanie as well. Well, that was a late challenge there by Sal at full stretch. Referee wants to call him over. Corboa's left in a heap on the floor. Appears to be a first caution of the afternoon. It will go to Gus Sal. It's going to be Jordan Cheadle now. We're going to see one of his famous blockbusters. Gets it over the wall, straight at toe free. Didn't seem like he got an awful amount of power behind it. Went for placement. Samuels looking to take Carshalton forward. He's past one, past two. Patterson leaves it. It goes out wide to Corboa. Samuels has continued his run into the box. Goes deeper for Adenyi. Brings it down onto his left foot. Heavy touch. Here's Reid. Adenyi cuts inside, driving towards goal now, looking for an option, gets it onto his right foot, he has a poke, straight at toe free. Nice to see the boss having a poke from outside the area for a change, but Carshalton still trailing by that 1-0. Carshalton coming again with Corboa. Can he get it out wide? Camacho's gone down now. What's the referee going to do here? He was on the run, the winger. So maybe he was stretching a little bit. It could be a first yellow card of the afternoon for Carshalton. And it is. He's got more options on this near side. Picks out Christy Patterson. Looking to get at his man, and he's got round Camacho. Can he deliver across? He can. Goes in short to Bradford. Gets a shot off blocked. Haxiu blocks away again. Thanush just helps it on to relieve the pressure. Pertoliu cleans up. There's going to be a substitution for the Robins early doors. Striker Omar Karoma is entering the fray, and it's Ernie Haxiu that's been replaced. So Karoma should go straight up top. See if that gives Carshalton a bit more of a cutting edge. They trail 1-0 against Kingstonian at the start of the second half. Now Kingstonian come again. Here's Bennett looking to get it onto his left foot. He tried to place it. Wasn't too far wide, but never on target. Now Carshalton. Patterson tries to tee up Cheadle. Side netting. First real opening for the Robins in this second half. Theo Fanus does well to latch onto it and gets in a low cross. Little flick down by Bennett and great straight by Reese Hall. And he's doubled Kingstonian's lead. It was incisive. Little flick by Dan Bennett. And Reese Hall just slammed it in first time from about 15 yards. Pertoliu had no chance. And just before the hour mark, the visitors go 2 goals to the good. There's a second change for the Robins, and it's Paris Hamilton Downs coming on. He's missed the last 2 or 3 matches with a little niggling injury. He's got half an hour here to help Carshalton turn things around. Jordan Cheadle, the man replaced. Last roll of the dice for Carshalton as they make their last substitution. However, it's a straight replacement as Michael Kamara departs the field and Daniel Papo comes on in his place. Hamilton Downs, here's Bradford. Dudley brings it forward into the space, cuts inside one, lines one up, and he scored! What a goal by Danny Dudley! Pick that one out, son! His first of the season, and he brings Carshalton back level. Sometimes you need something a bit out of the ordinary. My word, didn't he take it well? 25 yards from goal. Took it supremely well. You don't expect that from your centre-backs, but sometimes you need something a little bit different just to unlock the door. And he's done really well to do that. Reid can't get anything on it. Karoma. Reid puts his head in where others wouldn't put their boot now. Referee's got some sorting out to do here now. Bradford's been pushed by Sal. Hamilton Downs getting involved as well. Referee wants to have a word with Enriquez. It's a yellow card. Still some pushing and shoving going on. There's going to be a double substitution for Kingstonian. It's going to be Reese Hall, who grabbed the second goal to make way for Tom Kavanagh. Now, Tom Kavanagh was also sent off against Carshalton for Merstham last season when Hayden Bird was in charge of the Moatsiders. So they've now got 2 men on the pitch that saw red against the Robins last season. Second substitution for Kingstonian It was Dan Bennett that came off, and another former Robins come onto the pitch in Yusuf Bamba. Ollie Cook just cuts that out from reaching Corboa. He gets it down. Here's Karoma. Can he get a shot off? He's round one. Gets the shot away. Good save. Corboa's there! Carshalton have equalised! Colston Avenue erupt. And it's that man, Ricky Corboa, on the score sheet again. All the hard work was done by Omar Karoma in the build-up. He brought the ball down, took it round Ollie Cook, made a little bit of space. Feel a little bit sorry for Tolfrey, who got a big hand onto the shot, but the ball ran loose and Ricky Corboa tapped it in from about 3 yards. Well, I say tapped it in, he smashed it in from 3 yards. Made certain, and Carshalton are back in this, 2-2. Now here's a chance for Kingstonian to reply. Camacho standing over the ball. Here's going to be Camacho, just powers for it and just wide. Hamilton Downs has come over. He might fancy a little strike. This would have favoured Cheadle, so Hamilton Downs certainly a candidate, or is Adenyi going to just drop it in? Here's going to be Hamilton Downs, takes a deflection. Half away by the Kingstonian defence. Hamilton Downs again, but Sal, can Adenyi get on the end of it? He can, and he's won a throw-in off of Kavanagh. Taken quickly, Corboa spins his man. Now, can he pull it back? Karoma was in big space. Still live for Carshalton. Dudley. Karoma comes off of him and Hamilton Downs. All a little bit of jiggery-pokery in there. Bradford just sends it back in. And Camacho gets it up over halfway. Now, a bit of space for Peter Adenyi here. He's got Corboa square. Here's Karoma. Deep cross looking for Hamilton Downs. He nods it down. Corboa's in there. Get it on his left foot over the crossbar. Play's allowed to continue. Bamba onto his left foot. Perteru gets down nicely, gets behind it. No mistakes there. Kavanagh just sweeps it out wide to Camacho. He's foraging forward, the left back, and he's had a poke. Perteru had to deal with it. Shades of Nigel Winterburn and Silvino against Chelsea in the 90s. Thankfully, this time Perteru was live to it. And the centre-back comes forward again. Neat little touch that by Corboa. Here's Karoma. Runs into trouble. Referee had a good look at it. He's given the free kick, as he know. It's for Bradford. Advantage been played. Gets a shot off. The referee did give advantage. Karoma was fouled. Bradford was surrounded by 3 men in yellow, so I failed to see the advantage from where I'm sitting, but still. Samuels can't get it forward into the path of Corboa. He was a bit late there going in. Referee wants to have a word. He was a little bit late going in on Osborne there. It's going to be a late booking for Kashani Samuels. Late substitution for Kingstonian, their third of the afternoon, and it's goal scorer Louis Theothanous. He's been replaced by Dan Thompson. Referee has a look at his watch. And that is full time. It ends Carshalton Athletic 2, Kingstonian 2. What a ding-dong derby on non-league day here at Colston Avenue. The Robins rescue a point thanks to Ricky Corboa's equaliser. Kingstonian will be kicking themselves 2 goals to the good before the hour mark. Louis Thanafoubis scoring from 35 yards in the first half. Speculative, but sometimes if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery. And then just after the break, 58 minutes on the clock, a decent cross in, flicked down by Dan Bennett, and Reece Hall on his return to Colston Avenue smashed in a volley from about 15 yards. It was a mountain to climb for Carshalton, 2 goals down, but climb it they did in the end. The unusual form of Danny Dudley striding forward, ghosting past a man and planting one into the bottom corner from 25 yards. Got a goal back, and then Omar Karoma on as a substitute. Saw his shot saved by Rob Tolfrey in the K's goal on about 75 minutes. And Ricky Corboa tucked away the loose ball from close range to rescue a point for the Robins. Coming up next for Carshalton is a Surrey Senior Cup game against Chertsey Town on Tuesday evening. I've been James Barrett-Sterling, and we're going to go and pick the bones out of this one.